And welcome to Unapologists Geek Out, the UGO podcast. I am, of course, Nick, your host with the most, Merc with the mic. You're very tired, Merc, for sure. And I'm joined with my slightly more chipper co-host, my fellow Unapologist,
Travis.
Oh boy, Travis, this is I guess I'm in my recovery period from Convergence. That's right, this is our Convergence episode, in which we are going over just some of our experiences at Convergence, and we will be talking about that, and then we'll be sharing some of the the games we recorded at Convergence that we played with some of the lovely contestants there. So. Not only that, we might talk a little bit, just a slightly bit about some of the news stories on the room. Not too many. We want to get to the game sessions as quick as possible. But we might talk a little bit about that. Otherwise it's going to be a pretty casual show for this one. So be ready for that, and be ready for a couple more casual shows. We're going to be going on the road pretty soon for Anime Austin and KitsuneCon and Anime Austin. We got them back to back. And it's gonna be really fun, but we're also gonna be really busy during it. So there's that. Oh, first of all, I would like to apologize for there not to being a Netflix and Kill this week. We apologize. Unfortunately, there was a catastrophic failure with the guest that we recorded with, and most of the audio was not usable. It was half and half. And I ultimately, rather than chop the episode up and try and salvage it, I ultimately decided to
not Frankenstein
call it. And that is the risk you run when you record those ones. And use Skype specifically. It's not the most reliable. I'm looking into other means of recording via Skype, considering my new job, which I should mention now, is that I'm working for That's My Entertainment now, doing some interviews and writing some articles over there, and that's why I'm looking into some other programs for Skype to record some alternates and stuff. And I'm going to be doing my first interview here pretty soon. Which will be really fun. Me and Travis are actually watching the TV show based off of this person's interview. I don't think we can say anything. We'll be safe and not say it, and we'll probably even talk about this TV show after
the interview.
After the interview goes up next week. So that'll probably be our next week's episode or something. So that's exciting for us. We're working with That's My Entertainment on that. I have a new podcast project. Yes, I'll be on another podcast, hopefully, if all things go well. It's too early to talk about right now, but it is very exciting, and it'll allow us to do even more stuff. I'll be real with you guys. The Unapologists, the UGO podcast, the format might change a little bit. Scheduling might also change. We might not upload on Saturdays anymore, due to just conflicting schedules. We might, and don't freak out, we might not release every week. We'll try. We're gonna try really hard, but I'm gonna level with you guys. We are really busy with some of our other projects that are actually getting us paid.
They're actually monetary value.
But of course, I love doing this too, of just talking about the regular stuff of the week and just kind of shooting the shit. Yeah. And that's not a thing that we get afforded to do much on the other shows.
No, the other shows are very specific.
The other shows are very specific. This is just our general casual talk, and I enjoy doing that. So if maybe not as consistent, but it's not like we'll stop altogether. You know what I mean?
Right.
But expect maybe some changes overall coming to the format and the stuff that we do, and just we hope for your understanding and everything like that. Again, we would like to promote the podcast we are working on, like Pod Against Evil. Our Stand Against Evil podcast is really gaining some traction. We are wrapping up season 2 very soon, and we'll be working on season 3 as soon as sooner than even season 3 drops. We will actually be able to get some recordings done with some of the cast in there. So even that one's format will be changing. We'll be incorporating interviews into that show now. Very exciting stuff. We already got retweeted and are already responding back and forth with John C. McGinley, which is very fun. I am... Travis, you realize 3 months ago we were in no way talking with anyone.
We weren't talking to anybody.
Talking to anybody, and
now we're talking to people. Now
we're doing this. It seems very crazy how things have escalated.
We were doing this for like 3 years and like basically nothing, and all of a sudden, well, bam.
I mean, it's kind of like that old adage. It's like sometimes it takes you 5 years to become an overnight success.
Yeah.
Not to call us like an uber success or anything.
I mean,
but
it's going somewhere.
things are going well, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm in a pretty good place. With what's been happening, what's been going on. Almost suspiciously, I'm looking for that constant
The
depression.
shoe is dropping. The shoe is dropping.
But yeah, so I mean, that's basically what I've been doing, Travis. That and the car trouble I've been having. But luckily, Travis was lovely enough to have me borrow his car until I could rectify that situation.
Yeah, I didn't tell you about the interest rate, but it's fine.
I mean, I at this point, I feel like it's deserved. I like your car, by the way.
My Milan?
Yeah, I mean, I do. I have not ever had the chance to drive it that much. Your car is a smooth ride, my friend.
It is.
It's very nice. I have so little experience with not driving junkers. You know what I mean?
Well, this is my first non-junker too, and this one was a hand-me-down for my mother.
Yeah.
Because basically my last junker died, and I'm like, well, I need a new car now. Mom's like, no, I'm going to buy a new car. Here's this. I'm like, oh wow. Thanks.
I'm looking into getting my first non-junker as well.
Yeah.
So, if not something, I mean, I'm trying to see if I can't get something brand new.
Ooh.
But it probably will be at least slightly a little bit older.
I consider anything made in the last 10 years not a junker. So. In fact, even past that, because technically mine is actually a 2006, so it is older than that.
I mean, I hope I can get that done before we fucking take the Austin trip, because I don't want to deal with that after we get back too. But
along with everything else.
I mean, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I haven't had a chance to watch very much. I mean, we watched a couple more episodes of what was it? The End of the Fucking World. I mean, we're kind of on a slow burn on that one, considering our just our schedules and stuff. Have you been watching or playing anything recently?
Yeah, I watched that one Netflix anime, Kakegurui, I think it was called.
Oh, the gambling one.
Yeah, yes. I did finish that one.
You did finish it. Okay, so was it worth it on the overall?
It was interesting. Like, it was at least, I could call it an interesting watch.
Okay.
Whether I was calling it good or not would be kind of like
I find that pause questionable, but
honestly, if you asked me for a rating, I couldn't give you one.
Okay.
But it was interesting to watch. It wasn't a dumpster fire.
Sure.
It still had very much the anime tropes of like, this is weird, Japan, why are you like this?
Oh boy.
But it was still like, I can't call it a unique premise because again, let's do a thing in a school is kind of like Japan's bread and butter for animes. But it was at least unique and fun to watch.
Yeah, so anyway, should we get to our Convergence coverage? Just talk about our experiences.
Let's do like one or two news things.
Well, I wanted to talk about just our general experiences and then go into news and then do our convention coverage. Sure. Yeah. But we visited Convergence for the first time. It was a very different experience. It's like more of a sci-fi convention than anything. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a mix mash of everything, but it's kind of like sci-fi fan convention sort of thing, kind of catch-all. I had fun. I got to meet up with some of the Junk Food Cinema guys, which was pretty cool. Dr. Nerdlove was there, who will be hosting a panel in Anime Austin as well. And I got to see a Junk Food Cinema live. They did Blade. It was really cool. I even got to tell them that to let them know that the Some Motherfuckers Ice Skate Uphill was actually an improvised line based off of Wesley Snipes yelling at one of his agents over the phone and the director hearing him and going, "That's in the movie."
That's it. That's going
Which is one of my favorite stories about Blade. So that was really fun. We got there so late though. We ran this fan table and it was off in the fucking dregs.
Yeah.
Like,
I think we had more people come up and ask us where the bathroom was than actually trying to find us.
So, I mean, I don't know how I can sugarcoat this, guys, because, I mean, I don't like to shit talk people that were nice enough to let us have, the fan booth that was there. They were nice enough to let me, on some panels, and it's always tricky to critique a convention. But this one, I think I just have to be kind of blunt. I did not have a great experience with the con staff and the setup and the organization. I'm glad that I got to meet a lot of you lovely people there. That was all great. Like, that was pretty cool. I got to meet Lindsay Ellis for a minute, for a couple times throughout that night. That was really cool. I got to talk with Harris a little bit more. Brian from the Junk Food Cinema, I hung out with him a lot.
Yeah.
We drank a lot.
Yeah.
We were so drunk and we actually stopped going to the bar. We actually, we don't, if we go back up to my hotel room, we don't have to pay for drinks at all. And we fucking polished off a bottle of, what were we drinking? Woodford Reserve.
Yep.
Oh boy, that shit was good. So, thank you, Brian and Harris, and everyone in the hotel rooms whose name I can't remember. I remember Adam, James, and Hillary. Who was, and I remember her
that
name.
was Tracy.
Yeah. I fucked up her, man. I was funny because I was trying to remember Adam's name. Like, I bet you, because it's like Adam, like, Bioshock, Adam, or something. And then I completely forgot Hillary's name. And
what did you keep calling her? Like
Hannah. I called her Hannah.
Okay.
And I said it with such confidence that I actually made Brian doubt himself. And she's his friend.
I've known this person for years. And I was trying to question. That was funny.
So, and, so I had to take shit from that for the rest of the night. So that was fun. But I'm so bad with that.
You are.
I'm very bad, and I try and make a conceited effort to get better with it.
We should actually just bring like an iPod with, so we can put musical cues to every person. Mm-hmm. Now, you probably remember them better.
I mean, yeah, Travis could help me out of just like when I'm trying to remember it, he could like play a little just like musical thing.
Play a jingle, I remember your name now.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. So that was
you
good.
Just have an associative memory. It's fine.
So I enjoyed that. As far as how the con was set up, oh man, I mean, it sounded like that they were having troubles with how the hotel was treating them before. Some of the stuff that they were comping them before wasn't being comped. The alcohol thing was all fucked up.
Yeah, they wouldn't allow their room parties to have alcohol.
Unless you had some sort of permit that you had to pay for. So it was like this big fucking shakedown. You could there was only, I think, one room party that actually had legit alcohol in it, which had a line throughout out the back, which is like the vaults, the Fallout one. They had some cool room parties though. I mean, I went to the Star Wars Cantina and I saw like wanted posters with Harrison Ford and Chewie, and I got to take my picture in front of a frozen in carbonite Han Solo. There was a Harry Potter one. I grabbed a butter beer, which was pretty cool. And I remember I got so drunk, we all toasted our butter beers. Like, yeah, let's get sorted. Let's get it fucked up. Hufflepuff for life. So yeah, that was really fun. I mean, I even enjoyed arguing with Hillary about Devilman Crybaby.
Yeah,
because apparently
and Dairy Queen.
Because apparently you and I are the only people in existence that don't think that show is very good.
She at least had arguments.
I mean, what impressed me so much about Hillary was how fucking smart she was.
Yeah.
Like, she kept breaking down.
No, you don't want to argue with her. She comes with facts and receipts. It's like, oh god.
And it's like, damn. I'm normally not equipped to deal with someone so much smarter than me in this argument.
That we just usually fight with people that just use their opinions.
I mean, I've never heard someone break down physics and stuff when we were talking about the Fast and the Furious franchise of just like what. So that was very fun. And I mean, and then the problems just kept on coming. I mean, I didn't like how the fan table we were set up. That organization was like, hey, you could have just told me we weren't going to get any foot traffic, and I would not have bothered bringing a bunch of our equipment.
Yeah,
and I would have just gone and gotten interviews and stuff and networked like that. Because we couldn't even put our sign. Like, I had to put our sign across the fucking hallway, and it's just
because if we had put our sign up by our booth, we'd either be covering ourselves up or covering other people up, which is not fair to anybody.
Mm-hmm. So that was a nightmare. I got to do the Gotham fan panel, which was pretty cool. One of the guys didn't show up there, so it was just like two of us on the panel talking to like 7 people. But we had a big discussion about it, and. It was really cool. I have some of it recorded. I'm not sure. Like I only could record it on my iPhone, so maybe we'll use some of it at some point or not. Like probably not on this week's episode, but maybe somewhere down the line I can throw something like that in. Because it was a pretty good discussion. And then Sunday rolls around, and I hit the Steven Universe fan panel.
Yeah, I probably should have sat in for that one.
Yeah, oh boy, this was like a comedy of errors here because, one, I show up and of course I'm not hungover because I did drink whiskey the previous night, and my weird ability to absorb alcohol. And so I'm like, I actually am feeling pretty good. But I was ready to just have a relaxing Sunday and go like, yeah, this will be a panel I just sit back and, make a couple comments on and everything will be all good. And then apparently as soon as the panel starts, I'm like, I even asked like, so who's moderating this? And everyone in the panel looks at me like, you are. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? And then even on my name tag, it says mod on there too. Apparently the email for this chain, and I did get a moderator email for Gotham. The email chain didn't specify a moderator, so it only said it in the book. And I mean, yeah, I could have checked the book and everything, but the email would not have hurt. So, I mean, the one woman there would suggest like, oh, I can moderate, but she was also the guest of honor. Amal something I forget now. She's an author though. She was of sci-fi novels. Another very smart person. Like everyone on there was a much smarter panelist than me, which was very intimidating. And I was the only straight white guy on the panel, and so like, and I you know what, I was not bothered by that either, because I even knew that going in, like submitting my thing for Steven Universe is like, I think it's good to show that like even the people that this thing isn't demographic can love this show too.
Should not have been the moderator for it.
I shouldn't have been the moderator, and as soon as it came up, I'm sure if I had more than 30 seconds to think about it, I would have said no, and I would have let Amal be the moderator, and I would have let just someone else be the moderator.
Or again, if I would have sat in, I could just be like, oh, I'm taking over for this.
I just don't think that the image of the one white straight dude...
cisgendered, too. Doesn't
yes. Help. And moving the conversation and deciding when it takes and when we're moving along. Like, I'm trying to hurry people's points along.
And to be fair, you're just not that good at that.
Plus, I'm not great at it. You
yourself are kind of a rambler.
I mean, we'll keep it 100. I have a little bit of ego when I'm running a panel. I like the attention. I like the being up there and being funny. I like when people laugh at me. I like people having a good time and knowing that I'm the one doing it. That's why I do panels, and I feel like that's the reason most people do panels.
This convention was a completely different beast than we're used to.
Yeah, I think, and I was not ready for it, and I wish I had. I definitely would. If we could go back in time, I would do some stuff different. That's for sure. And one of the things I would do different is I would not misgender one of my panelists because. One of my panelists, we'll keep them anonymous. I don't want anyone to like drag her or anything like that, or just seek her out or seek them out in any way.
You're still doing it. That is part of the problem. Yeah, you're still doing it.
Well, I mean, and that's part of the problem too. Is that I've just it's one to the thing to think you're woke, but to actually change your behavior, it's like really hard, and you got to like focus super hard on it.
I actually don't have that problem.
I do very much so. Especially since I keep thinking of like they and them as just the plural of that you know what would help me? I think like, they're both genders, two genders, or well, wait, is that not because they're non-binary? You know what? No,
whatever
helping
helps
me,
you.
It helps me not categorize. That's what I'm going to think of it, so that I can think two and then go they and them. I need a trick to help me do it because I'm not good at it yet.
No, I always use it as when you're talking in general, you don't know a gender, you use they and them. And maybe this would have like been different if I had realized it, because one of the panels I went to later on Saturday night did start off as be like, okay, we're going to introduce ourselves and our proper pronouns. And I'm like, okay, that's unique. But the thing is that since everyone there was cisgendered, I didn't think of it very much.
Yeah.
But then, like, even, like, Harris got distracted about something, and then somebody even asked, like, that you didn't answer the question. And he's like, oh, yeah, he, male. And then went on. I was like, oh, that's a little different than I'm used to. But then I didn't think of it afterwards because, again, there wasn't a deviance from the norm that I'm used to, that I would actually be like, oh, hey, this is super important at this convention.
Well, we didn't even do that. We introduced ourselves, but we didn't do the pronoun thing.
Okay, because, that was a very big, like, I went to 2 different panels. One of them didn't do that. The other one, to be fair, it was a sexuality panel, so there is that.
Oh, okay. So, they probably made a special point.
But still.
Well, I mean, a Steven Universe one, I could have used the heads up on it. But... So I did it the first time, and then I did it at least one or two more times as well, because I was flustered at that point. I was very embarrassed. And I think I even did it to one of the people in the crowd too, because they had a what do you call it? Ribbon. Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of those ribbons. Yeah, and they were all color identified,
right?
So that they could be identified as a non-binary. And I was like, oh, that's a really good idea that I wish I would have known beforehand.
Yeah, because I feel like Convergence is very similar to Daishokan, where it's very insular. Mm-hmm. And this ribbon system is great. That is fantastic. No one told us about it.
Yeah, we there was nothing in the panel booklet or in the email.
There was signs around, but there was just like more like advertisements of get your ribbons here type of thing. And I was like, I thought they were just like keepsakes.
There's like me too, because like I had a bunch from the Junk Food Cinema panel, like with Stargrove and fucking Old Man Carlo, like some of the in-jokes there.
Oh, so they use these instead of lanyards. That's fine, cool.
I thought it was like a collection thing, like you see that at other cons too. So again, it's like a really good idea that I wish I had known. And I'm gonna be straight up here, guys. Like I was the asshole in that situation. I was unprepared. And just, using the con and excuse is not really an excuse. I really should have read up on the panel.
No, here's the thing. You were an asshole to that person. Mm-hmm. That is correct. Convergence was kind of an asshole to us, though.
Yeah.
Because that's just something, if something like that is so important to this con, why wouldn't they have someone there at the fucking registration? Hey, have you been to this con before? No, we haven't. Okay, here's a thing that you should know about this fucking con.
They take for granted that...
that this con is very much a safe place, which fantastic. Please keep that up. But it's so different than anything we've ever been to.
Yeah, I mean, me especially, I don't think I've ever even I've never run a panel with a non-binary person. Mm. I've rarely ever. I mean, I've talked a couple times to a non-binary person as well, and I'm obviously I'm not used to the they them pronouns, and I will endeavor to get better at it in the future. For sure.
And that's why I will correct you every
time. And I, oh boy, I wish, just like going back, like I really could have used the heads up on this so that I could, if I had gotten all the heads up and I had still failed, like that would have been 100% on me. But I feel like I would have done better.
You went into a test not knowing what the test was about.
Feel like I would have, made some different decisions had I known everything beforehand. So
you have to do better. So does Convergence.
So, and then I got an email from this person I mentioned, and they were very upset. They mentioned that they would send a message to I forget what they said, the con board or whatever the hell it is, and I said like, hey, you do what you got to do. I just said I won't waste your time with excuses. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. I am sorry for disrespecting you in any way, and I just left it at that. And then, I mean, they went into like this whole thing on the email, and I won't. I mean, I don't want to
just leave it.
Like, I don't want to. Yeah, we'll leave it here. But like, they said some other stuff that I was like, okay, I think you're kind of mad about the whole. Misgendering you, and I get that and everything, but I feel like you're expressing that into some other stuff that I don't agree with you on. But we'll leave it there and just say that like, it was not a good situation, and I wish it had gone down differently. And I'll try and do better in the future there. As well, you didn't experience this. I experienced some really bad labeling with the panel rooms and stuff. The Gotham panel room I couldn't find for the longest time. I had to ask a hotel staff for where it was.
Cause you were in a different hotel.
Yeah. Well, none of the con staff knew where the hell it was either. Like, anytime I asked a con staff and then I'd ask a hotel person. I had to do that like 2-3 times throughout the con.
Yeah, we had actually like when we first walked into this con, we asked like, where are the fan tables? And that person had no idea what a fan table was. I'm like, well, okay, can you? And they didn't. they didn't really bother asking us if they could point us out to somewhere or anything. They just left it at that. I'm like, okay, cool. I guess we're gonna go find ourselves. Thanks.
Not to mention that maps sucked.
Yeah. Here's the North Tower. Okay, which way is north?
So, okay, and I don't know if this was typical for this con. Again, they had to...
Well, what we've heard from almost everybody else, like, no, this isn't the true Convergence experience. And we're like, okay, but this is the only thing we have to go on.
Yeah, so you know what? I'll reserve judgment. Hopefully we'll get to go next year. And,
because, like, everyone we knew so many people there, and they were like, this is, like, the best con. And we're like, okay.
Like, I don't know what to tell you guys, because I was not impressed with how it was run.
I mean, I had less problems than you, obviously, but...
Well, I also think that the idea of the setup for panels is not that great either. To randomly throw people together that, but then again, you were saying that they probably don't, that most of those people do know each other.
Right. Or it's so insular that it's probably people that they're going in knowing what to expect. Mm-hmm. And they knew they were going into, we're going to do basically a roundtable discussion where the people who are most comfortable to discuss are up front. That's basically what these things are. Mm-hmm, and that's, again, a completely different thing than what we're used to.
Yeah, like, I don't think I've ever done a panel before that wasn't specifically run by someone, and everyone that was on the panel was specifically invited by the person that's running it. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like that is a more smoothly run panel, because the person is 100% invested in what they're doing.
Yeah.
And, the panel is more consistent and can be relied upon in that way if they submit for other panels. Like, the whole discussion thing is so chaotic, and like it depends on I mean, even if say that their thing that with me didn't happen, what if you are on a convention and like someone doesn't show up, like one of mine? Like I couldn't email that person because their email was not on the log list for the email chain that we got.
Right.
Couldn't contact this guy. And I was just like, I don't even know if he got the email for being on the panel. I don't know if he just didn't show up because he didn't have time or didn't want to, or he just legitimately didn't know. I had no way of contacting this person.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't even know what to do with that. Or maybe I get paired up with someone that like we don't have the same personality types. Like, there's nothing wrong with the two of us in particular, but we don't make a good panel.
Right.
We don't make an interesting discussion. Like, one of us wants to be super serious about it, and one of us wants to be a little more fun and joking, and we're not, and we're like, neither of us wants to play on the other one's level. And I don't know, for me, it's like kind of like a performance art thing of just like, why introduce this random element of chaos to where things could go so easily wrong for these panels?
Well, I think it might be for best that we probably should try Convergence again next year, but maybe we don't do the fan panel because that wasn't, or the fan table because that wasn't worth it. And maybe we just don't do panels, or at least.
I mean, I want to try again. I really like the Gotham panel. The Gotham panel went off like a hit, went off like a glove, but. Like, again, it was smaller, and I was moderating, but we were just having a conversation. It was just the two of us.
Right.
What am I gonna do? Mod one person? Yeah. So, like, I feel like it was. I think I'm just gonna reserve my judgment until we go again next year, and we'll see what it's like there. But I've been noticing that more and more recently, like with my experience at Minneapolis, Anime Minneapolis, or whatever the Minneapolis con I was at. Anime, yeah. Of just like poor staff and just helping and stuff. Like, and I get that they're all volunteering and stuff, but maybe we should start paying some of these people so that we can hold them to a little bit of a higher standard. Yeah. Like, hey, how about you? Junk Food Cinema is so much bigger than us, and they couldn't even get a guy to help them out with their fucking projector.
Yeah, they were pretty laissez-faire about the panel. I was like, is it running? Yeah. I don't really care.
Yeah,
like,
is it going like that? I'm like, dude, get invested. What the fuck is wrong with you?
And again, we can't tell if that was because it was the last year and they're having issues or what. But
I don't know. I didn't like the guy that even showed up to some of the panels, and they were not like, oh, okay, is it working? And like, dude, we're here giving you free fucking content. We're volunteering our goddamn time, and like I maybe treat us with a little bit more respect.
Well, I know too. I went to one that was like GM tips for like D&D and stuff, like for tabletop role playing, and they're like, yeah, we've been doing this panel for years. And we keep asking for a bigger room, and they don't give it to us because they don't seem to believe that we need it. And like, it was standing room only in that room.
Yeah.
Like, the room was fucking filled, and they only had, like, wasn't an hour? It felt like less than that, because, like, they barely got half the questions asked. We're like, okay, we're done now because we ran out of time. Like, how is this one? If this one's this popular that it's standing room only, how does it not even have more time at least?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know. Like, I would definitely, if I was running that con, I would do definitely some stuff different. And I just don't like this idea of, like, I mean, what we have is what we have. Like, just figure it out with your own, like, the equipment or something, or not even sending a tech guy person down. Like, I remember, like, someone showed up at Anamini, like, 10 minutes after the panel started. I'm like, dude, show up 10 minutes before. The fuck are you doing? What kind of con are you running? And I don't, you know, this comes from me coming from a place of, like, you know, I respect myself and what I do, and I'm pretty good at what I do, and I do it because I like doing it, and I'm providing a pretty successful panel experiences. I'm very proud of our panels. Otherwise, I would not run them.
Right. Well,
if I didn't,
we also would not get invited back to places if we weren't doing
yes,
well.
and we get invited back. Why? Because we do a good job. And and that's not me even having an ego about it. That's just a fact.
No, it's statistics at this point.
It's like you and me, we can run a panel. We're good at what we do. And I feel like our time is valuable. I give up weekends to come out down here and do stuff. Sure, I have fun as well, and I have fun networking.
Right, but it's still like a working weekend type of thing.
But yeah, I'm treating it like I'm at a job. I'm performing.
Yeah.
I want everyone, my job is to make sure that everyone in that audience is entertained, comes away with something, at least an experience, maybe something they haven't thought of before, or at least a laugh. Like, and I take that very seriously, and I wish that I felt the same level of seriousness being taken with me to help me help me make the con experience better for everyone. And like the last couple cons, I feel like I have not got that help.
Well,
and it feels, it doesn't feel great. I'll tell you that right now.
And to be fair, that might be a time where, like, if we're getting invited more cons, that means we can also start saying no to some cons.
Yeah, I mean, and I hate to say that, like, we might have to say no to some of these other ones that are just...
I mean, I'd say we should at least give each of them, like, 2 tries, but after that, maybe just be like, sorry, we have a limited amount of time to do this.
Yeah, and considering we might be doing more with That's My Entertainment, I already have a couple cons that are kind of on my shit list of like, man, I did not have a great time running these panels here. I was technical issues.
In the Minneapolis area too.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to say it, but like every time we seem to have those technical issues, we are in fucking Minneapolis, and I don't know, like, because it's always those same fucking people. Like you were saying, like I remember seeing even some other staff members that I recognized from Anamini, and I was like, oh no, this again? Like, I don't know, man. Like, again, not a total loss. I met some cool people, but I'll tell you what, my experience could have been better. With that, is there anything else cool that we did? I mean, I didn't get a chance to hit up a bunch of panels or anything.
Like I said, I went to the 2. I went to the one that was 50 Shades of Nope, which was kind of a sexuality panel. It was about what works in media and like books and like other fiction that does not work in real life.
One of the panelists was our mutual acquaintance, Dr. Northrop, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. Harris O'Malley. He's a very, very dapper individual. I did not realize, like, I think the first thing I noticed when I actually met him in person is like, wow, he is handsome. Like, it's just like, it's just like the way he carries himself with that confidence or whatever. Like, even the way he walks, I'm like, man, look at this guy. The second thing I noticed about him is like, wow, that guy is smart and he knows his shit. When he's talking and he's given his 2 cents, especially when it comes to the love scene and the geek community and that sort of thing, that guy knows his shit. So I appreciate that from him. So that I'm sad I had to miss that panel. I'm sad I got to miss that I missed our friend Fur.
Yes,
Fur Stirs. We're gonna record with him hopefully pretty soon for Netflix and Kill. We got to talk to him for a little bit. I was so looking forward. I'm like, oh man, we're gonna get it up and we'll tear up the town with Fur, and I'll get to have a drink, and because I really liked hanging out with him, and unfortunately we missed him again. And it's just the same when you only get to talk to the people like, oh my god, look, and we did that with even Zach Neal, Zach Attack Neal, friend of the pod. We only got to see him for I only got to see him for a couple minutes.
I actually walked around with him for a bit.
Did you walk around?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I hung out with Zach.
And overall, like the room parties seemed cool. Like I would have loved to seen what they were last year.
Yeah, like the real room parties.
Like the real room parties.
Also, that still fascinates me, the fact that that's not a Wisconsin thing.
I know, right? Like that's so like if there's anything that doesn't make sense to me about the convention scene is that the
Wisconsin does not have the drinking rooms.
The Wisconsin is like a dry convention scene.
Yeah.
It's not only that we don't even have the drinking rooms. There's not even like a lot of alcohol around.
No.
Like every once in a while we'll have a hotel with a bar, and like that's about it. I find that very interesting. Like, I wonder why.
I mean, DaishoCon, you have to leave the convention center to go to to the bar.
Man, I bet you there's some sort of story behind that, like why they don't do it. Like maybe it got super crazy some of the early years. And
to be fair, Wisconsin has really weird rules on alcohol.
Man, we should ask Zach if that's like a thing. Mm-hmm. One of the founders of DaishoCon himself, he would know. But yeah, I mean. I am looking forward to KitsuneCon. We usually always have a fun time at KitsuneCon.
That's an easy one.
As long as they don't schedule us by the fucking masquerade again.
Yeah, that panel still turned out really well, though. So.
Yeah, fuck them. Well, I mean, we were like we were one of the only two things running,
right,
rather than the masquerade. So it was either do like this or I forget what else the other panel was.
I'm pretty sure one guy even said like I was going to go either for masquerade, but the line was too long, so he went for us instead. Like, yeah, we'll take it.
It's like I'm honored to be your second choice, sir. Honored, really. I mean that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to mention.
Yeah.
I mean, mixed bag, but that happens.
Give it a chance. We'll give it another chance.
Yeah, I do feel like I will not write it off for this year. Like I will try it again. We'll try it again next year, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what shakes out. I feel like we owe it to them on that one. Apparently, this one was a stumble and a struggle, and yeah, I think we can afford a second try.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we will keep you guys posted as far as some of the other conventions that we're going to. Obviously, KitsuneCon is up for us, and then Anime Austin, but. We are excited to be visiting even more cons, if at all possible, and we will keep you guys up to date on that. With that out of the way, did we want to mention any brief news stories before we just go into our con coverage?
Yeah, I have one.
Travis has one. I know you've been burning with one of these in particular.
So do you realize that there's still a Blockbuster in existence?
There is one in Alaska.
No. All the Alaska ones are closed down.
Really?
Yep. They have recently died.
Oh, I thought there was one that still had the John Oliver, did a special on it.
Apparently that was not successful enough.
Damn it.
All the ones in Alaska are dead.
I find that depressing.
There is apparently one in Oregon.
Okay.
And that is the only one left in existence.
Wow.
I didn't even realize there were any existence, to be quite honest.
Last man standing. I hope that when the apocalypse comes, that Blockbuster is still around, just collecting late fees on fucking VHS tapes. My God, that is inspiring, really. Man, I had one here. You're familiar with Neil Blomkamp, right? The director of District 9. Apparently, he is his new project is RoboCop: The Return. Yeah, he's gonna make another. He's gonna take a shot at RoboCop.
Is it a sequel of one of the reboots, or is it a brand new reboot?
I mean, I think it's a reboot unto itself. Because who the hell would want to make a sequel to that dumpster fire of a movie?
You never know.
Also, oh man, guy, let RoboCop die. RoboCop does not know. We don't have to remake absolutely everything.
Well, you could do RoboCop, but you actually have to change the metaphor to the new decade.
Yeah. I mean, RoboCop doesn't really work anymore because Detroit ended up like that. It's not exactly as funny when Detroit itself is only one cybernetic cop away from being RoboCop. It's just not as forward thinking, I guess.
It's not a metaphor anymore.
Sure. I mean, the same thing about like Escape from New York or something.
Right.
Is like, well, New York is no longer a hellscape. We're post Giuliani New York, and like it's like a fucking tourist trap now.
Right.
Like that whole Times Square. Like you can't do Escape from New York now.
No.
It doesn't make any goddamn sense. And I feel like, man, I know I say this almost like every other podcast, but these 80s properties, we gotta let some of these go. Like, not all of these...
We don't have to remake every single one.
Not all of these translate. Like, it just... I mean, oh boy.
But apparently also, Zombieland 2 is happening.
Uh-huh.
And not only is it happening, but everyone's coming back for it.
Wow, that's... it's so long. It's been so long.
2009, I believe?
Yeah, we're creeping up on 10 years.
Yep.
So, I mean...
Emma Stone, Woody Harrelson, Jesse Eisenberg, and Abigail Breslin. As well as even the director, Ruben Fleischer.
Wow, okay.
Like, everyone's coming back
Finally, our schedules have cleared up.
Yeah.
Like, we finally are in sync.
Look at you, Incredibles 2.
I'm excited for that. I'm a big fan of Zombieland.
Well, it's probably Fleischer's very much, coming off his great success at the Venom movie, so he wants...
Ooh, boy. I forgot he was doing that.
Oh, I couldn't even finish that one.
Man, I forgot he was doing that. That's rough for you, buddy. Who knows? Venom might be good, he said unbelievingly. But... Jeremy Renner's got a new role, Travis.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. He's been Hawkeye forever, but it seems like he just can't get a role outside of that. Mm-hmm. So now he is attached himself to, drumroll please, the new Spawn movie. Oh boy, Jeremy. I mean, if you needed the money, I definitely would have, mailed you some. I doubt they paid you that much to be in Spawn. But then who knows? Maybe they are throwing a decent budget at this if they're getting people like Jeremy Renner.
Maybe.
I still think Spawn sucks.
We haven't seen it. We can't actually judge it wholeheartedly.
The last movie sucked. The comic it's based off sucks. The character itself is awfully designed. It's the worst fucking Rob Liefeld 90s pouches and muscles. It is it's one of the worst eras in comics, and that's not even just my opinion. That's establishedly held fact that the 90s was the dark ages, and Spawn is one of the things that was birthed there, and is the one didn't have the common decency to die like Youngbloods or whatever the fuck it was. So I find that depressing.
Yeah. Well, good luck for your next film.
Yeah. Any other news stories?
That's pretty much the two main ones I had.
Oh, should we talk about Henry Cavill being a bitch?
If we must.
So, I didn't want to let this one go because we let Scarlett Johansson slide by last week, and now the controversy is over with her because she got shamed into not representing that trans male.
Good.
Yeah, and so
thank you, internet. Shame. I
wrote a fucking sarcastic shitty post too on Facebook of just see, she can learn. Not gonna lie, I was pretty passive aggressive about it, but good for her in the fact that she could see the backlash and go, "Oh, I'm making a mistake,"
or
and then backing away.
A PR person.
Sure. Yes, sure. She probably should not. A rational, normal person would not have that. Would not have the instinct to try and do that role to begin with.
No, a rational person wouldn't try to be it's okay because it's been done before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, oh boy. But again, she made the right decision in the end, so I'll give her credit on that one. Who I will not give credit to is Henry Cavill, who is bitching about not being able to flirt with women anymore because of the Me Too movement, because you just never know when you're gonna catch a hashtag Me Too, and he cited, Aziz Ansari or whatever, getting caught up in that, and it's oh yeah, because Aziz Ansari isn't getting any work anymore at all. He's a complete ostracized. The same thing that happened to Harvey Weinstein happened to him.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, no, that didn't happen. Mm-hmm. He basically explained his end of it, and then it turned out it was a little more complicated than at first, and everyone was kind of we don't know what to think about this. And then
his complaint is people are being held up for their actions. Really? Fascinating.
I actually read it different. I read it wait, I have to think about what I say before I say it. And look, I get what he's trying to say. Like, he's trying to be like, hey, look, it's harder now because we have to think about other people's feelings. He just does not understand how it sounds out loud.
Because shocking that you should actually care what other people feel.
I mean, yeah, it's almost like you might have to feel like what it's like to be a woman, where she have to carefully choose rejecting a coworker's advance or something, like having to
Really get murdered in the park.
or get shit talked about your career and have your career ended because you said no the wrong way.
Yeah.
And to pretend that doesn't happen and then that's not a thing is just... And then what really clinched it was that he was like, and what do I do? Do I go back to that ex-girlfriend I had and just go back to a relationship that didn't work? I'm like, don't blame other people for your shitty relationship decisions. Go out there and flirt and don't harass people like the thousands of men.
Difference.
Like the thousands of men that go out and do it every fucking day. And guess what? If you offend somebody, say you're sorry.
Own up to it.
Say you're sorry and they will forgive you. If they don't forgive you, then they're the asshole. There you go. And we will judge it on a case-by-case basis.
Right. Like Aziz Ansari.
And yeah, and it's, look, man, you just can't be a pussy.
No.
Stop being a pussy, Superman. What's your deal?
Stop being one and go eat some.
Be courteous. Man, you know what? I had more to say, but I think we should go out on Superman eating pussy.
Yeah.
I think that's a great outline. So, with that, we're going to take a small musical break, and we'll be back with some of our con games after this. Travis, we are here at Convergence 2018, and I am so excited to be here with our first victims. Contestants. That's definitely what they are. It is definitely not a deal with Satan sort of thing kind of game we're playing. With that out of the way, we are going to need you to sign these waivers for sure. Don't pay attention to any of the fine print. But, Travis, how are you feeling today?
I'm doing great.
How are our contestants feeling?
Fantastic.
Wow, that's going to change. Let's get some names. So what's your name?
Ami-chan?
Ami-chan? That is adorable. I think the only name could go with those cat ears is Ami-chan. So, I was on the tip of my tongue. I was going to guess it. And you?
I am Rebecca.
Rebecca. Okay, not as cute as Ami-chan. In fact, very normal, very basic. But, we're not here to name shame. At least Travis isn't. But
you just call one of our players basic. Like, you were fighting words.
we got to get in their heads before we want to make sure that we win. We don't want to give all the swag away already. But what are we playing today, Travis?
We're playing Princess Bride.
Princess Bride. So we're playing Hello, My Name Is. Oh my goodness, I love this game. So we've already gone over the rules with our contestants, correct?
Yep.
So we understand that whoever puts down the name is, like, hello, my name is, you're put in a card, and the person will pick the best one, and the first person to 3 will win?
Sure.
First person to 3
Arbitrary
wins.
rules.
Okay, so with that out of the way, are we ready to start? Should I go first?
You can go first.
I'll go first. Hello, my name is Angelina Jolie.
You slept with my husband, prepare to die.
Mm-hmm. Jen, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
So where are you from, Rebecca?
I'm from Burnsville.
Birdsville? Like Birdsville or Burnsville? Burnsville. Oh, okay. I was just wondering if it was...
Like 15 minutes away.
Okay, it's Minnesota then?
Mm-hmm.
We're from Green Bay, so we're from Wisconsin.
That's quite a distance.
4-hour drive.
She's got you beat, though.
Yeah?
Sure. Where are you from?
Omaha, Nebraska.
Omaha, Nebraska. Wow. Okay, you do have us beat. You wanted to be here more, so I'm afraid of your drive. But anyway...
Both literally and figuratively.
Mm-hmm. If you guys, when you just share the mic there when you're speaking into it, that'd be great. Okay. And let's see, what we got here for contestants here. Hello, my name is Angelina Jolie. You got out of bed, prepare to die.
How dare you?
Wow, Angie is very, very perturbed today. She doesn't even want people to get out of bed. Hello, my name is Angelina Jolie. You question my intellect. I am the Tomb Raider, you son of a bitch. Prepare to die. With that, that's a pretty good one. I like that one. Hello, my name is Angelina Jolie. You created a monster. Prepare to die. I do
You
believe
made
is that-
Maleficent too. How dare you?
Oh, I was gonna go with the Brad reference, but Maleficent works since we're the only two people that like that movie.
It seems to be.
Apparently.
Do you like that
does
movie
Ami-chan
too?
like that movie?
I like that movie.
She said it at first, without
ashamed,
actually. She
just
mouthed
like,
it.
she didn't wanna admit
knew
it.
that it was shameful, apparently, and that she didn't want to be on record liking that movie. So I just want that on the record that Ami-chan does feel shame. I don't think that's going to work in her favor in this game. But who is it going to work in the favor of? Get out of bed. Who had get out of bed? Ami-chan. Oh my goodness!
It is Ami-chan.
After all that trash talking I did, and you won anyway. Wow, that's embarrassing.
All right.
All right, who's up next?
So feel free to draw up to 6 cards. And if we just want to go in order, then
Yeah, we'll go around.
All right. So I will go next. Hello, my name is Tyrannosaurus Rex. Yes, this is actually my name. I don't have a species.
You T-Rex?
I am
People call you
T-Rex.
T for short.
Sure. Actually, I think I prefer Rex. All right. You got a quick little hand here. This one you wanted, or you got something?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
It doesn't make any sense, but that's what I'm going to go with.
I mean, none of these make really much sense. It's fine.
so how are you guys enjoying your con?
It's a blast.
Is it? Yes?
I love this con.
Up until you met us, right? Then it's a real drag. No? Yeah.
Too soon to tell.
Don't be afraid to disagree with me on that one. Don't jump all at once to deny it.
If it wasn't for your mascot.
Our mascot is adorable.
I will grant you that. I feel like we can agree on that much.
All right. So, hello, my name is Tyrannosaurus Rex. You ate my husband.
That is...
I
That doesn't... Wait, what? What kind of apex predator would eat a T-Rex?
don't know.
And on one level, I would say that anything that eats a T-Rex, you shouldn't mess with it. But then again, it is a vengeance killing.
It is.
So,
That'd be a great movie, actually.
what, like a murder mystery, what ate the T-Rex? It's the Spinosaurus. The spoiler is Jurassic Park 3.
Hello, my name is Tyrannosaurus Rex. You have a really big head. Prepare to die.
And I project out my insecurities, so you have to die for it.
You also have normal-sized hands. I cannot take it.
How dare you have proportionate body?
And hello, my name is Tyrannosaurus Rex. You ate my cake. Prepare to die.
Oh, it's all just vengeance right
It
now.
is really much
A
vengeance.
lot of eating going on.
Yeah.
There's some insecurity with the big head. I like that.
I think I'm gonna have to go with a really big head because I like that.
All right. Rebecca on the board.
All right, you get this one as your prize. All right, so Ami-chan, you can go ahead. Everyone can draw up.
Hello, my name is Dr. Phil.
Oh boy.
This could be interesting. All right, well, go ahead and pick up your mic.
All right, so Ami-chan is one judging here. Full pressure on Ami here. How you feeling?
Feeling good.
Good.
Hello, my name is Dr. Phil. You wandered off the path. Prepare to die.
How dare you?
You wandered off. Now I'm just thinking of Dr. Phil as some sort of Buddhist martial arts monk. You have walked down the wrong path, Oprah.
I can actually see him saying that on his couch. You've wandered off the path. All right. Hello, my name is Dr. Phil. You adopted my siblings. Prepare to die.
No, the show's about other people doing that. That's what I did. You don't adopt my siblings. That's just wrong. No, I see why he's upset.
Yep. Hello, my name is Dr. Phil. You got stuck in the closet. Prepare to die.
Stuck here in the closet.
He tried it out. He tried so hard to help you out of there. You just got
Stuck right here in the closet.
All right. All good. Let's see. I really got stuck in the closet. That was really
stuck in the closet
good.
for the win.
That
Who
is
has that
mine.
Fantastic.
one? Rebecca, you're up.
I knew that was going to be a good card.
So, hello, my name is the Doctor.
Ooh, all sorts of doctors.
Okay. Are you some sort of doctor of love or something like that?
Are you
Pepper?
the
maybe,
female doctor?
Maybe a
is
Dr.
question.
Pepper? Like, what sort of doctor are we like? Are you a spin doctor?
Or is it
What?
Doctor Who?
I'm assuming
Doctor
it-
Who,
I thought
yes.
it was Doctor Who,
See,
honestly.
the wonderful thing with these cards is sometimes they're very vague, and you can choose whatever you want.
Are you choosing Doctor Who?
I will choose Doctor Who.
All
Okay.
right.
I was picking one that would work for any of them, so it's fine.
Or generic works. Hello, my name is the Doctor.
Well, now we just have a question of which doctor is she now? Are we
Yeah.
Eccles? Are we Mamet? What are we talking here?
Well, I said Doctor Who, so I was going to go with Doctor Who, but
Well, now we have to get even more
Smith?
specific.
Yeah.
Smith.
Looks good on camera. I'm sorry.
Good pick.
Fair enough.
So, hello, my name's the doctor. You tore my little black dress. Prepare to die.
Gosh
Oh,
darn
man.
it. Do you know how long it took me to find a dress that matched that multicolor scarf?
Oh man,
It's impossible. You look through all different dimensions.
that went so well with my fez. You made out with my beaver. Prepare to die.
I'm sorry, beaver or beaver?
Beaver.
Beaver.
Like the believers. Like,
That is disturbing. That makes me think that Doctor Who has his
I don't
own
get
personal
that.
beaver that's outside of the timeline.
I mean, that is possible.
That he's keeping. That is.
Smith doing that though.
I don't. I mean, I don't not see it. So
just please no. Please. You moonwalked on my muffins. Prepare to die.
Those
Doctor
muffins were
Who
sacred.
versus
They were actually
Michael
from
Jackson.
the moon.
the crossover for the ages.
Okay, I'm picking moonwalking on the muffin.
That one's mine.
Ah,
There you go.
4-way tie.
yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go on one more round, I think, and we'll finish up after that. We'll see who has the most, or whoever gets up to 3.
So it's basically sudden death.
Sudden death. Hello, my name is Amy Schumer. I need something very vulgar here. I feel like.
Unfortunately, this game doesn't have as many vulgar cards. Well, now I wish I would have gotten this one if we actually had Evil Knievel, because it's just leftover 10 burning buses. How dare you do
Oh.
that? It's my job.
Rebecca is deliberating. She's not sure what to do.
Amy Schumer's a tough customer, you never know.
Mm-hmm. All right, so hello, my name is Amy Shooter. You treated yourself. I'm sorry, yourself.
Treat yourself.
You treated yourself. Prepare to die. Hello, my name is Amy Shooter. You annoyed my girlfriend. Prepare to die. Which, I think that seems out of bounds. Like, is Amy Schumer by?
I don't know.
I feel like I don't know.
I feel like she could do either.
You can go both ways. Hello, my name is Amy Schumer. You ate my well-labeled leftovers. Prepare to die.
Ooh, I mean, that anyone deserves death for that.
I'm going to go with treated yourself. Treated you.
Nice, 'cause I played that one according to Snatched because that was kind of the premise.
Okay, okay. I have not seen Snatch, so you got that one off of a whiff. All right, Travis, what's up?
All right, so mine. Hello, my name is Bob Barker.
Bob Barker.
Spin the wheel.
You guessed the wrong price. Prepare to die.
How dare you go one over? I will murder you myself.
All right,
sure?
looks like Rebecca's got 2. Travis has 1. He's got 1. Rebecca's in the lead.
All right,
So
hello,
definitely
my name
don't
is...
pick Rebecca's, Travis.
I will definitely
Whichever
do
one
that.
feels like a Rebecca card,
Okay.
don't pick it.
Hello, my name is Bob Barker. You stole my spotlight.
Oh, no.
Look at you, Carrie. Prepare to die.
Drew Carey, I am coming for you.
Hello, my name is Bob Barker. You didn't stand by me.
Oh, stand by me.
Prepare to die. And hello, my name is Bob Barker. You trolled my YouTube post. Prepare to die.
Oh, okay.
These are some good ones, but...
I don't think Bob Barker's a big YouTuber.
No, not really. I might have to go with stole my spotlight.
That one's mine! And suddenly the game is even. Rebecca, it's you and me. Rebecca, I realize that I've only just met you, but I will destroy you. This is now personal, and you will not leave here without tears.
Is it my turn?
So, yeah, that's what's happening.
The ShamWow guy.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, jeez.
And I got it. You guys might as well not even play. It's mine. It's over. It's all wrapped up.
We'll find out. All right. I think we're all in, right?
Hello, my name is the ShamWow guy. And you laughed at my haircut. Prepare to die.
It's not too much hair gel. Not at all. There's no such
told
thing.
Me it's raining. Prepare to die.
How dare you?
You made this meal too spicy. Prepare to die. I like the haircut.
I have won! Yes! Sweet victory!
I meant the,
Actually, not that one.
You know what?
No, I'm just kidding.
I think you guys deserve a win for that, though, because that was a lovely game. Thank you so much, guys, for playing.
Thank you.
Oh, Travis, here we are again, playing some more games here at Convergence, and we have 2 more contestants. It's our first game of Super Fight.
It is.
So I, of course, am dressed up in my appropriate garb here as the Super Fight referee. I'm in it. I feel ready to rumble. Let's do this. Let's get some names. Hello. What's your name?
I'm Kylie. Nice
Kylie.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Kylie. Love the Scarlet Witch cosplay.
I'm just gonna go with 11.
You're gonna go with 11.
Yep.
11. I love the 11 cosplay. Okay. I mean, if you want to go by anonymous, maybe you're 12 or 13. Well, 13's not very lucky. You know what? 11's fine. 11's
Yes.
fine. I won't go to. All right. So I would say it's 1 versus 1, but it's actually 1 versus 11. So I feel like it's unfair. But then again, they're both telekinetics. I don't know. I don't know where this match is going to go. I'm just confused. But anyway, let's get some fighting starts. What is our location? Where are we fighting?
All right, so we're playing Super Fight. Our location is the White House.
The White House. All right. Very patriotic. The White House is down. Channing Tatum might or might not be there. Or maybe if it's the low-rent version, we got Gerard Butler. I mean, we might be able to afford him. I don't think that guy is doing much. But anyway, what is our first contestant? Over Scarlet Witch. Yeah, go for the card down.
All right, I'm going to put down Loki.
Loki is at the White House. That makes a lot of sense in today's current climate. I think politics being the way it is, I would imagine some sort of demon trickster is around. I feel like that makes sense. But anyway, 11, what do you have?
The Dark Lord.
The Dark Lord. Wow, we are on brand today. So in this corner, we have the God of Mischief himself. I'm assuming just going around the White House chief of staff, just creating illusions all over the place. And on this corner, we have the Dark Lord, just overseeing everything with his doom eye or whatever he does on his off time when he's not searching for that weird ring. But yeah, I feel like this is a very even match, but we need to have some attributes in order to make it a little more interesting.
Let's make it a little uneven.
Travis, give him the attributes.
All right, let's see what we got here. So Loki is doing a barrel roll.
Wow, suddenly Loki is even harder to hit.
Well, the Dark Lord... Oh no, the Dark Lord is a noob.
Oh no, it's a noob Dark Lord. That is crushing. That is not great. Okay, so make your arguments for why you think your character wins this fight. Use your environment to your advantage. Use your advantage cards to your advantage or disadvantage. We'll start over here. Loki, why is Loki winning this fight?
All right, so first off, Loki's a trickster, and we know that they can create illusions of themselves. So in addition to being really hard to hit because of the after images, they're also rolling around the White House constantly, and from the very far away peek I've gotten of the White House, from like that fence that people see, looks like there's a lot of space to do that.
Sure. Sarah Huckabee Sanders is getting very sick.
Yeah.
She doesn't deal with motion very good.
Maybe throwing some barrels too.
You know, I would think that Sarah Huckabee Sanders wouldn't look out of place with a princess trying to fight Mario. Just throwing barrels. Okay. 11, let's see what we have. The Dark Lord. Why is the Dark Lord winning this fight, do you think?
You gotta throw like the items in like where the office is.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta throw items.
He's going to throw items?
Yes, you can throw like a desk or part of the White House.
So we're making this a Mario Brawl style in the
Yes.
White House. Why is the White House not a Mario, not a Super Smash Brothers level?
That's actually a good question.
No, like, why not? Like, for realsies.
Nintendo, we're giving you for free here. Just take it.
Come on, Nintendo. We're trying to give you our money. Do you feel that the noob factor is working for or against you here?
I believe it could work for him because he can just learn like how to use powers.
You feel like it's his learning curve is super short. Even when he gave over his soul, the learning curve was just not that high.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I feel you on that one.
He wants to only learn.
Any rebuttal?
I mean, Loki is a centuries-old Norse trickster god. So I feel like being the trickster, they might be able to anticipate some of the things the Dark Lord does.
Okay.
Also hard to hit.
I'll tell you what.
Very hard to hit.
I feel like these two mass manipulators as they are, it's a little too close to call. We're going to take random people from the pile and see who they're manipulating to fight for them.
Okay.
So we'll see who wins off of that fight.
All
See
right.
who can't get there.
So we're going to give you random cards for this. So Loki is currently manipulating just a creeper. One little guys from Minecraft that blow up.
Oh, okay.
Explosion!
The little zombie thing. Yeah. While the Dark Lord... Oh, no. The Dark Lord is manipulating the Avatar.
Oh, no.
I feel like I just lost.
You,
You have lost so poorly.
I mean...
The ring corrupts us all. I don't know if I can do this, Mr. Sokka. It's just too far, Aang. You know what? I think that one wins off of just the pure Lord of the Rings. And I love it. Thank you so much. You are the winner. But you know what? You're both going to get some swag. So thank you guys so much for playing. Oh my goodness. I am ready. Are our contestants ready?
Ready? Sure.
You sound ready. You definitely sound it. I feel the confidence in waves. It's great. Okay, so we are playing some Super Fight here again at Convergence, and it is a great time. I'm have the lovely pleasure to be here with
Bob?
and
Seth?
Bob and Seth. Seth and Bob. Liking it. Reminding me of like Prometheus and Bob. I don't know why now. Now I can't get that weird sketch from all that. What was that? Kablam.
Yes.
You guys remember Kablam? Anyway, random tangent out of the way.
No one remembers Kablam, don't
Travis,
worry about it.
remind me where we can find Kablam later. But yes, we are here playing some Super Fight, and it is, I'm assuming this is your son?
Yes.
So it's son versus father, finally. You will finally destroy and become your father, I think, at this point. Well, there's a lot on the line here, guys. So choose your fighters wisely. I see you've already chosen, so this is great. Where are we fighting, Travis?
We are fighting in a broken elevator, actually.
We're trapped in a broken elevator.
Yep.
Okay, so there's not a lot of room to move around.
No.
Okay, so the stage is set. It's claustrophobic. I'm feeling it. Where are our contestants? Contestant number 1, and in this corner we have
Me,
yes,
Who's your
Seth,
fighter?
And he has chosen.
Nikola Tesla.
I'm sorry, Nikola Tesla.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay, he went old school on it. You know the person is serious when they go pass over Edison and go right to Tesla. Seth is out for blood. Anyway, we're going over to our second contestant. In this corner, we have Bob's contestant, which is
A moose.
a moose.
That is terrifying.
So, the only not polite thing in Canada, mooses will mess you up, man. That is without a doubt. That is, I feel like there's some unresolved tension with this father-son relationship that you are going this hard at each other. A moose and Tesla, that's barbaric. But you know what? Let's add even crazier elements on top of that. Travis, give them their attributes.
All right, well, Nikola Tesla can take the form of anything water-based.
What? Oh my goodness! He's like the lame Wonder Twin.
Yes, but he can conduct electricity.
Oh my goodness!
I think that's just the power Nikola Tesla has, right?
I don't doubt it. You know what? We'll give it.
But the moose is armed with a long electrified whip?
There's a lot going on
These
here.
are some shocking revelations.
So obviously we have a experiment gone horribly wrong with Nikola Tesla, in which he is now an amorphous water creature, and of course we have a moose that's into some extreme BDSM that I'm assuming that he has an electrified whip. That's messed up.
But we are also fighting in a trapped, broken elevator.
There is not a lot of room to breathe even in here with this moose. And but you know what? Now that Nikola Tesla can form into water, I think that you can form around. You know what?
We're not supposed to be doing the
we're not
arguing.
supposed to be doing the. I'm just too excited for this matchup. Let's let our contestants argue about who would win. Let's start with Bob. Bob, why do you think your moose has got this?
The moose will gore Tesla in a second.
Well, what?
Gore Tesla in a second with his horns.
Wow. Okay. Very violent. Going right for the jugular. I like where Bob's head is at. Seth, what do you think?
Well, I can't be gored if I'm water-based.
Ooh, good point. That is true. I don't know. I feel like as long as he sees the moose coming and those horns, he can turn into that amorphous water. I think Seth has a point there.
Just the way they have it worded, though, every time it says water-based, I just think, is it lube? Is he turning into lube?
This is a family show, Travis.
It is?
How dare you?
Oh.
I am so sorry for my co-host. He's gross. I would never, ever utter such a thing.
Yeah, lubricant, the stuff you use in car oil.
Never, ever. I'm just going to give me the 5. No. I feel like... Is there any rebuttal to that, Seth? Do you have anything? Bob, sorry.
I don't. He better not turn on the electrified whip.
Okay,
that would be the end of the moose.
I think where we are at here is at a standstill. Obviously, the goring effect is negated via the water. But the only question is now, in a water form, will the electric whip actually hurt Nikola Tesla? Travis, deliberate. What do we think?
I just feel like Nikola Tesla probably has some idea how electricity works. Just a general guess.
Okay, so are you feeling that Nikola Tesla... you know what? I think what happens is Nikola Tesla avoids the first gore attack.
You know what he does? He takes the whip and he coils it.
He coils it. I feel like he soaks the moose in the water, and then the electrified whip electrifies him and electrifies both him and the moose, wiping them both out.
Oh, so it's and then the elevator starts working.
So now the elevator is now not shorted out. So I'll tell you what, that match is a wipe. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick 2 new fighters at random, and you will argue on who would win in that fight. So this is sudden death.
All right, so the moose is being replaced. Oh, you actually get to pick a sci-fi character. Anything you like. Whereas yours, you are fighting with Medusa. So Seth has Medusa. Bob gets to pick a character from sci-fi.
There's a plethora of people. Bob is really deliberating.
It's a lot of choices.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of the engineer from the Next Generation?
Data?
No,
that's the robot. No, engineer. Dang it! Now I can't. I'm brain farting.
I can't think of the name. I don't think it counts.
Mm-hmm. No, we need it.
Kunta Kinte. Okay.
Yeah,
same actor. Reading Rainbow.
Geordie
LaForge.
Geordie LaForge. You want Geordie LaForge? Okay, Geordie LaForge versus Medusa. So I think Bob has got you in this one, but we'll let you deliberate. Why do you think your Medusa has this one?
Well, stone.
You can stone him. That is true, but I think Bob might have you on this one. Bob?
Geordie will turn off his visor.
Yep.
He will not see Medusa, but he has a blaster.
Mm-hmm. So, in this game, he has turned his blindness into a strength. I think we got to give it to Bob on this one.
I'll give it to him.
We're giving it to Bob and all those blind Star Trek engineers all out there. They all win today. Thank you guys both so much for playing. It was absolutely amazing. And here we are again, Travis, playing some more Super Fight here at Convergence 2018. God, you know I love this game.
Everyone else.
I'm in my ref shirt. I feel all official. I'm ready to officiate this thing. Travis, you are fighting this time.
I am.
You got some skin in the game on this one. I like it. And who are you fighting against? Let's get a name here.
I'm Nikki.
Nikki?
Yep.
Nikki, I love that name. Probably because it's a cuter version of mine. I'm not jealous, though, or anything. Travis, make sure that I change my name to Nikki later.
No, absolutely
not. No, we're doing it?
Yeah.
No, officially, legally name. You know what? Fine. We're not doing it. We'll do it Super Kami Guru then. That's my new name. So we are going to be fighting in...
The North Pole.
The North Pole. So, very cold environment. Choose your fighters well based off of their, maybe not any cold-blooded creatures or anything like that. That might not be a good idea, but let's see what you got. Let's see who's in this corner. Travis, what do you got?
So I'm fighting with a whale.
A whale?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, I mean, there's water at the North Pole, right?
It's slowly melting, so
okay,
yeah.
Okay. So over the course of 100 years, the territory is shifting in your favor.
Sure.
Okay.
100 years. Let's go with that.
Nikki, what's your answer to this whale?
A Viking.
Call me Ishmael. That seems very appropriate. So that seems pretty cool. I like this fight already, but I think we can make it better. Let's see what our attributes are.
All right.
So our whale can't see. This whale is blind.
No.
This whale is completely blind. It got into a fight with some, douchebag dolphins, and they blinded it. That is its backstory now. That's what I feel like it's going to be. Also, the Viking has majestic flaming antlers growing out of its head.
Whoa.
So the Viking has majestic flaming antlers growing out of its head, which the whale cannot see its majesty, which is just doubly a shame that it can't see how beautiful this is. But Yeah, let's deliberate. Travis, why do you think the whale is getting out of this?
I don't know if the whale has to see so much. I mean, it's a big whale.
True. I mean, the whale has got size factor.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I mean, the Viking has to come to me if he wants to fight. I mean, I can just sit in the water all day and just flip, penguins at it or something.
Flip penguins at it.
Or is that South Pole? I forget.
Your whale is very dexterous and talented for being blind.
I mean, he's got his other senses are enhanced because of the blindness.
It's a daredevil whale?
Yes, it is a daredevil whale.
It's the whale without fear. Nikki, what is your answer? What do you think the Viking has in this fight that is going to put it over the top?
Well, the Viking is used to the cold, so being North Pole is good. Mm-hmm. And they have a sword and a shield.
Yeah, he's already armed even before the antlers come into the fight.
And then he has flaming antlers growing out of its head. Mm-hmm. So, he might have an advantage over a whale that is blind because of his sword and his shield and
also,
flames.
It's keeping him warm, so that's that's a bonus.
Well, I'm pretty sure whales have quite a lot of blubber to them. I don't think it's getting cold anytime soon.
Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying it's more of an even battlefield then.
I'm just going to flip some water at it, and it's probably going to go out.
I'll tell you...
It's not magical flames,
I'll tell you what. I think it's a little too close to call.
Okay.
So we're going to throw more attributes on top of it and make it more confusing.
Okay.
All right, so the whale also relies on heat vision to see. It is a blind, heat-seeking whale. So I don't know if the can't see cancels out the heat vision.
No, it just has Daredevil's sensory vision.
Okay, so you can see again.
Yeah.
Sort of. And you can see, all you see are antlers though. That's the only heat source you can see. Also, the Viking is also armed with a live T-Rex head on a stick.
Oh.
Wow, clever girl, that one.
Yeah.
Wow, that is much more confusing.
I mean, I feel like the whale she knows exactly where her prey is now. I mean, she has heat vision,
right?
And it's wearing a head of flaming antlers. It's gonna be very easy to spot.
Okay, so your location has been compromised. The Viking has. Nikki, what is your response?
Well, I think if the T-Rex on a stick, he might be hungry and want to have some whale.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And who knows what kind of whale it is? It could be a blue whale, a sperm whale, or whatever whale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a wimp whale. We don't know.
Yeah.
It's just a wimp. Or anything.
I say it's a killer whale.
It's a killer whale.
It's gonna win this fight.
You know what? I would say it probably should win this fight, but the T-Rex head finds a way. Nikki, you have won. You have won this fight with your T-Rex armed, flaming antlered Viking.
Yeah.
Yep. That is not going to be the name of my new band, although it should be the name of someone's band.
Yeah.
You have won. Thank you so much. We're going to get you a prize. Travis, we're here once again at Convergence 2018 with a whole new participant. I always get them confused. The victim, the participants get to go home afterwards. That's always the difference. That's always where I figure it.
We've had this discussion with our lawyer already.
Yeah, okay. So, what are we playing, Travis?
We are playing Movie Pitch, the movie rights game.
Yes, and who are we playing with?
My name is Bonnie.
Bonnie? Wow, I thought I would have to go over to the ocean in order to get you to play this with us. But unfortunately, that was not the case.
No,
I'm happy about that. So we are playing Movie Pitch. We have two contestants, one being Travis, one being Bonnie, and that means we have to summon the movie producer.
Of course we do.
Against our better judgment, we will summon him. All right, here we go. I can feel the changes, Travis. It's awful. No. Hair gel. 80s cocaine. Gah! All right. We are playing Movie Pitch. And I have enough money in the budget to keep one of you on. One of you is getting fired today. High stakes. What's your name, Lonnie?
Bonnie.
Lonnie, I enjoy you and your company. Obviously, Lonnie, you're like family, Lonnie. I want to make that apparent. But unfortunately, if you do not impress me, I will cut you from this company. It is Dog Eat Dog, and Travis over here, he's a contender. He's a real go-getter.
I also like dogs.
So what are we doing here? What are we doing here today? What we got?
We got movie pitches.
So I need a movie pitch. So impress me. Your jobs are on the line. And 3, 2, 1, go. Travis, you're first.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here's a good one. So we're doing computer animated because, we love animation. Kids' movies are always great.
Yeah, kids love it.
It is about a middle-aged golden retriever.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so he's like 10.
So we're talking about Old Yeller, but Clint Eastwood playing Old Yeller.
Sure.
Like, we're talking about old dog style. I like it.
Yep. And the plot is finding out what life would have been like if they never existed.
Mm-hmm. It's a Wonderful Life with a jog.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Hallmark will eat it up. We can sell this merchandising. Do you have a title?
To give a dog a bone.
That's great.
Yep.
I love it. I love wordplay.
It's just about, it's a dog, he's in the years of his lives, the kids he grew up with are gone off to school, he's still sitting there waiting for the bus to happen, he just feels that there was no meaning in it, because no one comes off that bus anymore for him, it's very sad, he has to go through and find out, was it all worth it?
And he makes a wish on a magical milk bone.
Yes.
I promised myself I wouldn't cry.
The dog does not die at the end of this movie.
Some games again. Good.
Because that would make me a monster.
You kill the dog, I swear to God. All right, that is intense. I like it. We're really pulling at the heartstrings. Bonnie, what do you got?
All right, mine's a little bit more for the above the PG crowd, but we'll get there.
All right.
So
You
we're
know
gonna
what?
start
Something's
with
wrong here.
Oh,
I don't
no?
believe you in your pitch. Try these.
Oh.
Try these on for size.
All right.
Okay, now
All
I
right.
can take you seriously.
All right.
All right.
So we're going to start with coming of age because, of course, young adult, that's a thing these days, very popular, making lots of money. And we're going to start with an unhinged basement dweller because we're at a con and we have so many of those. And I feel like that's just the theme of the evening now.
There's probably
I feel like when you're talking about basement dwellers, unhinged is redundant.
I know, right? So stick with me here. All right. Plot twist. Forming an unlikely friendship with a 12-year-old girl. I call it To Catch a Predator. I feel like it's completely original. It's never been done.
That took a dark turn.
It did.
I didn't know where I was headed, and I ended up in a place I was not a fan of.
So the coming of age part is not the main character, then.
Take it where you got to take it.
So are you truly pitching
Someone
me a
is.
protagonist pedophile? A PP, if you will, as we call it in the industry.
It says an unlikely friendship, not an inappropriate friendship. Just because I called it To Catch a Predator doesn't mean he's after this person. Maybe it's Predator versus Alien.
So you're talking about...
We don't know what kind of predator.
It's an older, unhinged basement dweller teaming up with a 12-year-old in order to catch a predator.
Yeah, exactly.
Sci-fi style. Okay.
Exactly.
It's risque.
It's never been done.
I don't
not
know
wrong.
I don't know if it's the cocaine. It probably is. But that idea sounds amazing to me. You know
Right?
what? Bonnie, you've won.
I feel like it fits all four quadrants. We hit everybody.
That was fantastic. You know what? I think that was so much fun. Why don't we give it another try?
Yeah?
Why don't we
We
go
can
one more
totally do
time?
it.
All right.
We can totally do it.
Let's take it one more round.
Let's get a brand new hand of cards here.
All right.
How are you enjoying your Convergence, Connie?
I am enjoying Convergence. I've been all over the place. I've been volunteering, and I brought my whole family.
That's fun.
You seem like a happy person, Ronnie.
I try. I try.
All right, let's see what horrible things we can come up with this time.
And they are deliberating. It looks great. I wait with bated breath. The cigar is probably not helping.
Okay, I don't know if this is possible, but I feel like my cards go together too well and make actual regular movies that are boring. So I'm trying really hard not to make a regular movie.
That has happened.
All right. We're ready.
All right.
All right, let's go for it. You know what? I think we'll have Bonnie go first this time.
Okay.
Bonnie, what are you selling me on this one? Your last pitch went over gangbusters, apparently.
I tried.
But with a real niche market. You were very popular in a very underground. Have you heard of a place called 4chan? It wasn't. Yeah, apparently it was a cesspool. Anyway, but what do you got for me today?
All right. So we're going to go post-apocalypse again. Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
Cross-dressing, which everybody likes because it appeals to both men and women.
Yes.
Door-to-door salesman.
Okay.
And
No one likes that, though.
they're discovering their entire life has been a reality show. So a little bit Truman Show, but maybe a little bit like Tu Wong Fu, but a little bit Hunger Games. So picture if Katniss was a man, but also a door-to-door salesman. So maybe she's selling bread to like, she's friends with the bread guy, and then it turns out her whole life has been a reality show because it really has. But she just didn't know she was on the Hunger Games. But she's a man.
Okay. Wait, she's also... Okay, she is a man, but she's cross-dressing as Katniss?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
So she's the girl guy on fire?
Exactly,
okay.
Yes. She's the they on fire.
She's the they on fire. I'm sorry,
Exactly.
I mixed up my pronoun.
fire.
She's the them on fire.
And she's still on a reality show. And she's still, but like, she didn't know it. She didn't know she was on the Hunger Games. She just thought she was selling stuff door to door. But really, she was fighting for her life.
Jim Carrey,
they were fighting for their life.
For you.
Right?
It's
No,
a sequel
this would
to
go
the
to
Truman
ScarJo.
Show. But
We could make it work.
But we're going to go a little weird with it.
Well, let's face it, this would go to ScarJo.
ScarJo.
Right?
Hey, you cool with playing as cross-dressing Asian?
I was going to say, only if this character is Asian, and then we have to,
No, we have to switch it up. She'll probably be like Indian this time.
That's true.
I'm actually
That's true.
surprised your idea is not more offensive. So that's great. I'm
tried.
behind it. I like it. I like an idea that's actually marketable.
It totally is.
Travis, what do you got?
All right, so I've got... It's a musical.
Uh-huh.
We're going to do the musical thing, because that's
Man,
always
I
fun.
love a good tune.
Yep. And it's going to be a musical about redneck aliens
Okay.
fighting off murderous malfunction machines from an animatronic theme park ride.
I like it.
I got to tell you, that's a solid premise.
It is.
So sell me on it.
So they're alien invaders, but they're like, they're alien invaders that are like just rednecks. They just come down with shotguns and they're going to be like, yeah, we're going to just tear this place up. Except for they wind up planting in, it's also going to be post-apocalyptic. They land in like Disney. But it's already someone already took over the human race. They're done. It's destroyed.
It's over.
So they found out they landed in the last bastion of human defense was actually a theme park.
Oh.
Where they weaponized all of the robots.
We're talking about Tomorrowland, but actually good. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a crazy premise. Do you have a title?
I don't have a title, but I think it could just be, Yeah, no, I can't give you a title for this one. But I just like the idea of just, these aliens coming down with their version of shotguns and just cigars coming down, just fighting a bunch of like animatronic mouses.
The white trash crash.
Yeah.
All right.
Beautiful.
I love it. We're into it. Unfortunately, I feel like that is just too solid a premise to pass up. Bonnie, unfortunately, you're fired.
I understand.
Everything is done. Get your pedo ideas out of here in your
All right. I'm going to take the Truman Games on the road, man. Somebody will buy it.
Take them over to the CW or wherever else buys that weird shit.
I mean,
Netflix will take it. Netflix takes everything.
Netflix takes everything nowadays.
I mean, I could have went with easily aroused talking animals, but I thought that might go...
This is not that kind of convention.
And welcome back. We sure hope you enjoyed some of those games we played at the Convergence 2018. We definitely enjoyed playing with you guys. You guys were awesome. We got to play some real fun games. I got to stretch my movie producer persona, and I love that. I got to referee some really fun super fight games. Always a fun game to see who can out-nerd the other person.
I'm still a little upset my Labrador one didn't work.
It was close. I'll give you that it was close. Ultimately, I had to go with my gut and my heart and play it by that. I can only be true to myself. But yeah, that was really fun. One of the things I don't regret about Convergence is playing those games with you guys. It was very fun. And we hope to do more games with you at the next Convergence and at more conventions in perpetuity.
Conventions would be an awesome name for a con.
What's that?
Conventions?
Conventions?
Yeah, because that's basically what you said.
Ooh. Wow, we may have stumbled into something amazing.
Why is conventions not a thing? Is conventions a thing?
Oh boy. Travis, look that shit up, and if you don't see it, get me on the horn with some copywriters, because we have genius here. This is hey, everyone listening to this, don't steal this, okay? Do not. This is ours. TM. TM.
Conventions, a Pendragon fanfic is the first result. So I think we're safe.
Wow, a Pendragon fanfic. Wow, okay, that is a thing I didn't have to think I was going to think about today.
Yep, there you go.
But okay.
We'll leave that with that.
Yeah, we're going to leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Again, if you'd like to check us out on any of our social media, you can do so at UGO Podcast on Twitter or at Instagram. Check out some of our con pics. We got some great cosplayers, and some pics over there. And you can also follow us on Facebook at the UGO Podcast on Facebook. Follow us on our website, Unapologetic Geek Out. Or you can email us at unapologeticgeekout@gmail.com. Tell us about your convention experiences, and let us know about some cons that we could visit. Let me know if I'm not thinking of any, because we would definitely love to do more. With that, we are going to sign off here. We are Unapologetic Geek Out, and we're out.